guys, we're going to do a technique where we really sweep him with a basic knee tap sweep, what I've always called a knee tap, right? Now, it's sort of like knee tap is traditionally here. I'm going to use this with this gi grip, okay? This palm up gi grip. You can do a thumb up gi grip on the outside here sometimes, but here we're playing palm up, right? This is a very good grip. People can, you know, I say it's easy to, you know, it's difficult to sprawl out of this. People can do it. I mean, you're fighting his whole leg with your hook grip. That's how people get their fingers all weird from playing spider guard, because I am kind of doing a hook grip here, but it is a good grip, and it will withstand a fair amount of pressure, especially if you have a strong grip. Okay, so palm up, hook grip here. What I want to do is I'm going to start coming up into the underhook here, right? I'm going to step over and start pulling his leg out. So this one is how I do it is sort of like old school, the sweep, where I would be pulling his ankle out from under him on the inside. As I come up to dogfight, he's going to fall over, okay? So I'm pulling his leg out like this, and I'm going to lean forward into him as I kind of pull into this, okay? Boom. Right? Now, in some previous videos, we were really talking about pushing this knee out of the way. I mean, you have that grip, you can go to mount. Also, you just back step, go to side control, in which case he'll do one of two things. Well, three. He'll either stay where he's at, he'll turn into you, he'll turn away. And you just gotta like drill it that way, because that's, you know, it's gonna give you a pathway to a pin or a back take. So when I'm here, he starts responding, right? He turns in, boom, right? I got a pin. So, you know, I'm not coming up into dogfight and then doing this. I'm doing it as I come up into dogfight, right? Like I don't really end up playing the dogfight position, okay? So here, boom. You don't have to do that elbow. It's like sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, right? You can shoot here. People say this is a little harder for them to whizzer, and you can pull up for the back take with that, right? So, you know, something to consider, right? So here, start switching your feet. Boom. Lean into him, sprawl out, right? Now, as I pass, he's turning away, get your bottom hook. Boom. Take the back, okay? A small little detail, be tight, like bring your elbows to your knees sort of idea, right? He's doing this, taking the slack out of the back. All right, I'm gonna be working this into some different videos, but micro detail, I got this. I mean, I'd seen it before, but Omar French came in and taught a seminar, and he opened with this. He's like, hey, let's start with this. It was a truck seminar. All right, so he goes, here, hip forward. It just takes his posture away, right? Here, he's shelling up because he doesn't want to get choked, right? So I can crack him open, tighten back up. You know, one other thing you can do is, if you don't have this hook for some reason, you had your bottom hook, and he's tight, let's say his elbow is to his knee, you can crack him open with a half back, and then go to here, okay? And I'm just playing here with a super grip on his arm, a Kimura type grip, double wrist lock, whatever you want to call it, right? We call it a super grip. But here, right, take his posture away. And that's if, you know, we've been talking about this a lot with different classes. It's like as you're taking the back, you really want to, there is a component there where you're thinking about the subs and you're setting them up, and you got the back and you had the lapel choke and you're straight into the arm bar and bam, or rear naked or whatever you're doing, no gi. But I think there's a lot to be said for as you're doing these back takes, you know, work the sub finish. The first jiu-jitsu seminar I ever went to, that's what we were doing, right? We were, well, it was one of the first, right? I don't think it was the very first, now that I think about it. But we were doing turtle, sort of a shin in, rolling back take, to a bow and arrow choke, to an arm bar. It was never to the back. We were taking the back into the submission, but we had the back, right? So, you know, and that's like me being a white, blue belt area, like, oh, okay. And then it's been taught ever since, right? So that's just a strategy on back. And these half guard techniques that we're working on in class and we're putting up, the back takes are there a lot, okay? A lot of different variations, ways that you can work that in even after you sweep them. All right? Thanks, guys.